Welcome, everyone, to the Tweek and Kai Show. I'm Tweek.
I'm Kai.
I pour it.
I puff it. We predict it. That never gets old.
Never gets old.
Never
Never
gets
will
old.
get old.
Yeah. How about some agua?
Uh-huh.
Agua
Crack it
for
open a cold one of
with the boys.
spicy agua. Some lemon-flavored static, if you will.
Spice, yeah.
Ugh.
Screaming lemon from the other room.
Exactly. Oh, man, good time. Yeah, much needed on a pretty, not crazy hot, but a hot day nonetheless, especially if you're working out there.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the 9-to-5s out working in the heat. So,
Yeah, I
made
moved
easy,
in.
as you can
I
tell.
moved in my new place today.
Ooh,
26
here we
foot
go.
U-Haul. 26 foot U-Haul. Just one of those days. Jam-packed third floor.
Mm-hmm.
100-year-old elevator. Super
Yep.
cool.
Hey, at least y'all had the elevator.
The
so.
elevator did save our asses. Coach
Came in
Coral
clutch,
came out
yep.
to help. Mr. Zach Lacassie with Fit Familia Meds came out and helped. He brought a
Ooh,
helper.
good shot.
Coach Dave showed up with Mr. Billy's dad as
Ooh.
well. So
Big shout out to all of them.
yeah,
as well.
everybody trickle into the chat, drop a chat, say what's up, and yeah, cool. So, what else have you been up to, big dog?
Just working. Just got done. We obviously just got done with the wedding, and then I actually just came back from Washington, which is why we didn't have an episode last week. Was back in the hometown helping assist with a wrestling camp there. So we had kids in the morning, high school kids in the evening. So a couple 2-a-days for 4 days. Can't argue that. It's good to be done in the hometown.
What'd you teach?
Wrestling.
Wait,
Well, for the youngins, it was just everything that we've been through here in Montana. Not everything, but the basics. So our warm-up, which is the same warm-up I've run through the kids at THT. A couple basic drills here and there. We did a little bit of on our feet, a little bit on top, and a little bit from bottom. So as far as the high school kids, my clinic day was the last day. We decided to end it a little early so that way we can get the mats upstairs. So yeah, our at the alma mater, our wrestling room's up top, and then it's a gymnasium down below. And it used to be where we had the big mats and we had the crane, and it would go over. You'd go over for the top side and you'd bring it out, and then you'd drop it, and then that's how we'd roll out the mats. Now, obviously, they got the lighter 7-piece mats, so they just kind of go through the doorway
and throw it over the edge.
But still, gravity was going against us. So.
Yeah, for real. We got Rob Optimus in the chat saying, "Is that the Ferd?" And then we got Mr. Sean. Good to see you, King Kai. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Welcome to the Tweek and Kai Show. That's Tweek. I'm Kai. I think it's time we just get right into the bets. I think, it is fight camp. We all know that it's fight camp. Big event coming up. So we're going to knock out our bets. We're going to go over his bets for the Sunday slate.
That is correct.
As well with Tweek's 20.
We'll delve into Tweek's 20 here in a little bit. But more importantly, let's get to the Sunday slate. Last week was 7-7. It could have been 8-7 or 7-8. There was a postponed game. So thank you for the postponed game. Probably saved me from going below 500. Baseball is, consistently inconsistent. Absolutely love it. A lot can happen in 162 games. But nonetheless, we'll go through the Sunday slate, starting off with the Reds at the Pirates. I believe now that Ellie De La Cruz is healthy for the Reds now, so that should help the Reds get that victory. However, we'll see who is on the mound real quick. If I remember correctly, not Skeens, which, by the way, though, the last 7 starts for Paul Skeens with them starting, they haven't actually won a game, unfortunately. So, but that was no problem with the Pirates tonight. Obviously, their bats found their way against the Mariners pitchers, which is just a whole nother story in of itself, too. But nonetheless, I think I'll go with the Reds winning on that one. Next, we got the Nationals at the Orioles. I think I'm going to go with the Nationals winning on that one. They're still a surprise team. Couple of good batters over there. Orioles have been pretty decent in of itself, too, but I think Nationals take that game on that one. Next, we got the Rangers at the Blue Jays. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays winning on that one. No rhyme or reason. I just think we got a little bit of the edge there. Next, we got the old M's at the Guardians, and let me see who's on that mound there. I don't think it will really matter.
Mariners are back after that ass pounding.
I'm not too sure, honestly. They do have Cal Raleigh back, and maybe just having that catcher back there with a little bit more familiarity. I know there's a couple pitchers they've been pitching a lot better. Munoz has actually been getting a couple saves as of recent. Logan Gilbert just got off I think 8K performance, but I think nonetheless, I think Guardians somehow get a W on that one there. So, but nonetheless, next we got the Diamondbacks at the Rays. I'm gonna go with the Diamondbacks winning on that one. The Rays have been looking a little better this year, but I think Diamondbacks are looking pretty decent in of themselves. And I think Diamondbacks win that one. Next, we got the Astros at the Tigers. I'm going to go with the Tigers winning on that one. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Somehow our adopted team for some reason. Just in case the M's aren't really performing and all that. So, but next, we got the Phillies at the Mets. I think I'm going to go with the Phillies winning on that one. Rocky.
Philly.
Go Philly. There's tough. There's Philly tough, right? Next, then we got the Rockies at the Twins. I'm going to go with the Twins winning on that one. Even if the Rockies have looked a tad bit better this year, but only a tad bit. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Next, we got the Cubs at the Brewers. I think the Brewers are going to win on that one. I know the Cubs have been hot. They actually have a 10-win streak, and I'm going to double check right now and see if they won their 11th game today in a row. That'd be, pretty nifty for them getting on a win streak there. And they did. Look at that. What a scoundrel. They had a makeup game and got that win. So nice on them, but I think the Brewers end up winning on that one. Next, I got the Royals at the White Sox. I guess I'm going to go with the White Sox on that one. Another team that's kind of surprised, been improved. They got a rookie coming on in and all that stuff, which we will have those lays coming up here soon momentarily. But
we're getting through Tweek's
fantastic Sunday slate.
I know.
Or superior Sunday slate.
Significant
Sunday slate. I don't know. We're adding too much there. Well, better 3 S's than 3 K's, right? But nonetheless,
clip that.
Yeah, clip that. Next, we got the Marlins at the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Marlins on that one. Another one of those kind of surprises that's doing pretty decent for this year. Next, we got the Athletics at the Angels. I'm gonna go with the Athletics winning on that one. Next, we got the Braves at the Giants. I'm gonna go with the Braves winning on that one. I think they have the best record in baseball. The Giants are pretty decent, but I'm not sure if it's enough to beat the Braves there. Then we got the Dodgers at the Padres. I'm gonna go with the Dodgers winning on that one. Not too sure what's happened with the Padres this year. They've kind of been a little bit lackluster. And Dodgers, I wouldn't say have been playing the crazy best ball this year. They've been in a lot more closer games than usual, but they do have one of the better records, and I think they still end up winning on this game. And then last but not least, the ultimate rivalry in baseball, the old New York Yankees at the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. That's going to be a great game. That's going to be a great game. You can't beat the Fenway Park. You can't beat the Green Monster, right? And that rivalry is going to be great. Nonetheless, though, I still think the Yankees end up squeaking out a W there on that one.
Who the fuck's team are you on? Fenway Park is like, oh, Kai? Oh, yeah. Split decision. Game over.
Yeah. Yeah, so nonetheless, recap. I think if I'm going to try to remember this correctly, we got the Reds, we got the Nationals, we got the Blue Jays, got the Guardians, the Diamondbacks, the Tigers, the Phillies, the Twins, the Brewers, the White Sox, the Marlins, the Athletics, the Braves, the Dodgers, and, of course, the Yankees beating the Red Sox at Fenway Park.
Mr. Corey, if you got tickets, send me your confirmation if you want me to get credit for those, big dog. I don't have a code yet, and people are buying tickets, and I want credit because I fucking sell out stadiums. I'm going to sell out Fenway Park, big dogs. Cannot wait to get out there. Mr. Sean, 7 world titles. It's happening. We are talking about that now. So let's unpack that. We got Harry Gigliotti. He's currently number 2 on BoxRec's world rankings. He came over from BKB, from the B list Bare Knuckle League. And we do have a familiar foe in Mr. Rusty Krusty Chowder. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I did split decision Krusty Chowder on paper because the judge admitted 2 weeks later giving him the fight because she didn't like me. So that was crazy. But Gigliotti, had an absolute banging war with this guy. So I do know that he's tough. He's going to come forward. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I'm going to read the situation and hit him with some good shit. Don't get hit and go home with my 7th record-breaking world title. So I said last camp we were tying the record. Now I'm breaking that record. We're tying Tom Brady for world titles. Last time was Booker T. This time, Tom Brady. Leveling up.
Goats recognize goats.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, main event, Fenway Park, super, super cool. I'm excited that, I'm just going to be over there with my best friends, fucking doing cool shit is really what we do. It's just another big stage and another place that we get to go out and do our thing.
Montana invades Boston, huh?
Montana invading Boston. We're trying to get Mr. Corey Wichita Willis on that card as well. I think that would be really, 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 really fun. Any bets that we make, guys, and whenever it comes time to make bets, Kirigo.com using code King Kai. They usually do like a free bet for me. So that's what they did last time. Let's see what type of fun you can get into. Kirigo.com, use code King Kai for that. I'm like, I haven't heard anything else about the card. I heard it's going to be a multi-title fight card. There's going to be multiple big name BKFC fighters, and it's going to be one hell of a show, man. I'm blessed with the opportunity.
You think Misfits joining you on that one?
Misfits, who's that? Oh, Christine. I don't know if they put me above Christine.
Are you back with? No, you weren't.
Maybe they put me above Christine. I wouldn't agree with it, but maybe because typically a male fight will go above a female fight. To in here, I'm not saying I'm sexist. I'm just saying in history, when was the last time a female headlined above a male in the UFC? It's been a long time.
What about BKFC though?
BKFC, usually they were co-main events. Unfortunately, Christine deserves it. She's one of the greatest of all time, male or female. So shout out to her.
Maybe, again, they'll put the fighters that they want on there because they really want to knock it out of the park.
We're gonna knock it out of the park. Dong. We're gonna get her done. Cannot wait to see, and I can't wait to get going with this camp. I've been just getting in shape. I've been having a good time, enjoying life, just trying to maintain everything. And now I think we locked in a pretty amazing game plan. Both game plans A through Z, 1 through 100.
Yep.
Sorry. But yeah, definitely bet the line, and we will continue to break down this big event throughout the summer as I dive deep into my training camp.
Yeah, should be pretty exciting. I can't wait. Now this is about technically 2 months out, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
now,
under.
I was about to say. So now, how do you feel in general about a 2 month camp per se? You like 2 months?
Usually I have a little bit less officially. This got done officially very fast and it's very efficient and bare knuckle. I think we've turned a tide. I think they're finally treating me like the king deserves to be treated. And honestly, I just want to be treated fairly. That's all I want. I don't want special treatment. I don't want none of that. I just want to show up, do my job, and get out. You know what I'm saying? And this time I felt like I got the information immediately, and the contract followed 2 or 3 days after.
Yeah.
And that's very, very respectful. So shout out BKFC for leveling up in all aspects, not only the venue, but even behind the scenes. It gets better and better every single fight. So shout out to those guys. I feel great. Like, I'm going into this in great shape. You guys, I did live streams on my YouTube of me doing the bike and some bag work. And I'm always like, I just dive deep into training once I officially have a name. That way I can train for the fight. I do believe that I am the best. Like, me and my team, we tear it all apart. We even break myself down and just be like, how would we beat you? if I can avoid them coming at me, and if I can just avoid them beating me, I'm always gonna win, right? Isn't that how that works? So we're
Don't
like,
let them out punch
it's
you.
more it's more just personal growth every time. We love to game plan for a fight, but obviously once I get in there, I just go in there and flow state, baby. We get in there and we just do the damn thing, all gas no brake. Harry Gigliotti is tough. Everybody fighting for a BKFC world title is tough. He's just not the guy that takes this away from me. You know what I mean? So very, very, very excited to be involved. Very excited to sell out a legendary event. So
yeah, and just having another outdoor event.
Yeah,
and especially at that venue too. I like the willingness to not just keep it all indoors and keep, they mix it up and they're willing to go outdoors. They're willing to do, just other kinds of venues as well too. So
very curious how many people they do. I'd love to see 20,000, 15, 20,000. I just don't see how we don't do that. And it's not a big arena, a big enclosed dome arena, but if we fill it like a grandstand all the way up, like we do at the Hard Rock Hollywood, that's like 20,000, 25,000 people.
Yeah.
So very, very excited. Can't wait to see the setup. Can't wait to walk out. They're going to boo me. They're going to hate me because Mr. Harry's in his hometown. But, honestly, the amount of support and the amount of people saying that they're going to be there and already buying tickets, sending me there. Please send me your confirmation if you buy tickets without using my code. I don't have a code yet, but I would love for you guys to get the best seats in the house. So please screenshot your confirmation, send it to me, and I will get the credit for those tickets, by the way, because the support has been insane. I did not expect going back to the East Coast, people would accept it very well, but people love them some Fenway Park. I'm really hoping up next, now that I'm going into enemy territory again, we come back to the great state of Montana, and I'm gonna push hard for it, and hopefully it's a super fight. Because 7 world titles, I deserve it. I deserve a super fight. Maybe Jamel Herring at 135 for the 135-pound belt. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'd clean.
It'd be a good little scrap.
I'd clean his fucking block off. That's what he'd look like.
Zach sounds too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Masterful.
Guys, drop into the chat where you're watching from. Let us know your favorite picks, both on the baseball slate, the soccer slate. We know Mexico is currently playing right now. My good buddy Angel was going to come hang out, but then he's like, oh, Mexico's playing. He's out. But yeah, drop your best bets for the week in the chat. We are going to go over Tweek Sunday slate. We're going to go over some soccer. We're going to go over the Tweeks 20, and then we are going to well, no, not going directly into that. I'm just foreshadowing. We're going to go over Tweeks 20. We're going to go over UFC bets, BKFC bets. So stay with us, stay tuned, and drop your best bets of this week in the chat, guys. Big Sky Country for 8. Let's go. Kayla says yes. Corey, what you talking about? Willis needs on that Fenway Park card.
Let's go, Gore Dog.
Let's go. Put him on.
Hey, speaking of lays and all that stuff, congratulations on your parlay.
The lay of the day hit.
Yeah. Croatia won, New York Liberty won, and I think the Milwaukee Brewers won.
I knew that.
Good job. Great picks.
You.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great picks.
Yeah. And what a great way to lead into this episode too. Just win the night before.
I know, win the night before. Get the Kai's lay of the day.
Yeah, I think three is a good number for lays when you're doing some bets. And sometimes you just don't need to outthink it. Sometimes just straight money lines, right? Nothing wrong, with going out of the way and being bold every now and then. But sometimes being bold is, not trying to outthink the room, not trying to look too far ahead. See what's right there in front of you and just. Sorry, forgot the 2 others, for the 3 picks. But, wow, this is not downloading for me.
Jackson Ray, where are you fighting this weekend? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Got him. But yeah, Are you doing Tweaks 20 now?
I'm working on it at the moment, but
Oh, you don't know your Tweaks 20? Should I just go right into the UFC?
well, usually the Tweaks 20, again, it's usually if it's a lot more with the football season, because that's usually when I make that 20s during the slate of Sunday. And the lines are available for football usually because they only play once a week, they're usually available throughout the week. Whereas the other games, they happen daily, so they don't happen until the game's over to be able to bet the next day. But this Sunday slate will be for Thursday if I do put in one now. But that doesn't mean I won't put another Tweaks 20 for Sunday and all that stuff, which...
You're going to go to a kiosk?
Of course.
Montana Sports Bet, I'm actually the star of their commercial series that they did.
There we go.
This last little go around.
Yep, I got the app right here. Though I haven't connected the Swiss bank account to it yet, thank goodness. So
the Swiss bank. Can you bet? So you can't bet just right there. You still have to go to the
I'd
place?
Still have to go to the kiosk. But the cool thing is, like, I can make the bet, and it pulls up the QR code, and I just go to it, scan it that way. In case the machine's finicky, right? Then I can just go straight and bet and just plug and play. Yeah, no doubt. And I wonder if anything's going to be pulled up because game's going on right now. Oh, no, not those futures.
What games? Baseball?
Yeah. Oh, I can go down. There we go. Nonetheless, yeah, World Cup, hasn't that been something? USA, yeah, they found that spark, huh? You know, anything can happen in the group, and, you know, I'm not sure there's crazy amount of power hitters in that group. I know Australia's always been a decent opponent. But
Australia,
I mean, they've scored six goals so far. I think the most goals that a team scored so far is 7. I think maybe 8 by someone, but you know, their scoring's up there. So, and home turf, really think about it. So they're not going to be traveling crazy too much far. I think the other big thing is, honestly, depending on where they end up at, I think in the bracket, I'll have to look again, but their toughest opponent could be... trying to remember. I don't think they might be on the same side as France when they get to the semis. I'll have to double check again. I'm trying to remember who's in there.
Who's like the leader of the United States team?
Oh, trying to remember. I know it's Pulisic. Pulisic is the last name. I think Christian is the first name. But he's been... I don't think he was available last game or the game before, or he's playing limited minutes because he's just kind of working on
so define FIFA. I guess I'm very unfamiliar with FIFA. So is it kind of like it's countries against countries, not teams versus teams? Hold up, that didn't make sense. You know, there's multiple Major League Soccer teams in America. This is different, right?
Yes, this is like for amongst the world, like you're the team for
almost
the
like
country.
The Olympics for soccer.
In theory, yeah.
Nice. So. Okay, so there's representatives from every country, regardless of the team they play for in MLS.
Yeah, MLS is just whoever they sign and all that stuff because they have Leo Messi that's plays soccer for Miami, the Miami team.
Sense. Okay.
So, but he's Argentina, which Argentina's up there too, probably would be one of the favorites, like Argentina, France.
Can he just score with 1 minute left in the game yesterday?
Maybe. He got a hat trick, and he's 38.
Yeah.
So, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. He just became the World Cup leading scorer all time too, with 18 goals in 28 games, which over every other game you're scoring a goal, like that's pretty impressive in of itself. So.
Mike says we could play England on the 4th of July.
England, that's the big one. Yeah, I mean, in that group, which England's tough in their own merit too. Gosh, dang it. Hopefully I'm not getting the teams mixed up. But I think McCann for England, I think he's not one of their old salty vets, which obviously still playing at a high level to still be on the team for this World Cup too. I don't know. I can't remember his age off the top of my head, but that's pretty tough. But that can be winnable. Just the fact of being quote unquote, home field advantage kind of thing. Now it's USA, Mexico, and Canada hosting. It's not just the US, but like I think if I remember correctly, but
it's
I think
North
maybe
America.
Yeah, North America. So,
dang.
But yeah, with the way they're looking, especially if Pulisic plays the majority of minutes, not all the minutes too. Pretty good looking squad, I do have to say. Is it enough to overcome France or Argentina or Spain? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Or even Germany, but even what is it? Netherlands too, are kind of a little bit of a low key underrated team. They got a fantastic player in them too, that knows how to score pretty darn well. But I can't remember off the names off my head. No, a lot of this is just looking at last second stuff too. But yeah, U.S. could have a good chance of
winning.
Well, never say die, right? Miracles happened before, and that's why in the commercials they keep on bringing the guy, probably one of the hockey members that won gold against the Russians. Probably one of the team members like, hey, you've never heard of miracles before? Yeah. It's not exactly what it sounds like, but the concept of it is, never say never. Being in that group, they could make it to the semis. So be pretty interesting. Heck, was it? Yeah, England themselves actually got held scoreless against Ghana, which Ghana's kind of, bottom half in theory, but they played tough.
Wait, scoreless, and then how'd they win?
They're in the grouping right now, so you score points based on how you, quote unquote, win the game. So if it gets a draw, I think you only get a point. But then how many goals you score, there's goal differentials too that play into factor too.
How many games is there in the FIFA World Cup? A lot.
Oh, there's a lot. I don't know if they play each other twice in the grouping and then does some, or they play each other once. I think they play each other once in the grouping, groups of 4. There's 8 groups. I think it's more than 8 groups. I'll double check on that one. But that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 groups. Sorry, my apologies. But yeah, should be pretty crazy. Just like the Olympics, every 4 years, it's okay to be a soccer fan, right?
Soccer is pretty impressive.
Like it definitely is pretty impressive, all that stuff. Yeah, once they're running 45 minutes straight,
I'm down.
Not one of us is.
But cool. Are you done, or did you just start it? Or have we just been babbling?
No, that's basically where we're babbling. I think they're in the middle of their grouping, so when the at least but obviously the only thing I'll be talking about is really the U.S. But a couple of favorites, dark horses. A lot of experts again saying Netherlands or dark horses, which is good for Netherlands. Netherlands have been out. Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm. There we go.
The mighty USSR.
Not bad for a couple kids, huh? So could be the same thing too. A couple of younger kids, but man, I'm telling you right now, probably the best soccer player currently right now as we speak is Mbappe for France. I don't know if I said the last name correctly or not, but obviously, you always have the GOAT debate between Leo and Ronaldo. Of course, they're up there in age, but I'm telling you right now, probably currently, you could argue that Mbappe is probably the best player in this tournament.
What is this?
Ooh, what's this? What's this? It's magic in the air. Always love a good old Nightmare Before Christmas reference.
Yeah.
Especially in June.
USA win, lose, or draw. Let's go, baby. 3 games in a pool play, then it's on to the knockout stage.
There we go.
Heck yeah. Well, let's get right into the UFC, guys. A lot of names I do not recognize. I'm just going to kind of do a crapshoot right now. We got Bezcat Almacon versus Jean Matsumoto. 17-2 is Matsumoto. Almacon is 12-3. For fun, I'm gonna go for Brazil on that with Matsumoto. Next up, Dan Tweek, you're gonna be our designated interpreter here.
Am I?
Yeah, read this name.
Daniel Donchenko
versus Theodore Berggren. See, I can pronounce that one. There's a debut guy that they just kind of threw in here versus Danil Donchenko is 14-2. I'm going to go with the guy that actually has stats. Let's go
Going
with
heck
Danil
of
on that
a
one.
going heck of a debut for that fighter for sure. But was that a Dana White Contender Series winner of sorts?
Well,
or
I think it could have been. Where is this fight card taking place?
that's a great question.
Oh, it's in Azerbaijan. So this is just probably a pro fighter, and they haven't updated his stats. He's definitely not a debut fighter, but he must be a first-time UFC local guy type of thing.
Yeah.
Because people want to say the UFC doesn't do that, but they definitely do.
Oh, yeah.
Local.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Just because you didn't win Dana White Contender Series doesn't mean you don't have a chance to sign a UFC contract.
Right.
That's exactly what happened with some of this, you got to be available, right? And that's what happened with Marty Manwood, and that's so awesome for her. Like, she signed a 3-fight contract, so it's like you get 3 UFC fights, even regardless of how it goes. Like, I think that's pretty awesome for sure.
We got Con Offley, 14-4-1 versus Javier Reyes of 23-5. Actually seen both these guys fight. I want to say the Colombian's going to win 23-5. Javier Reyes. That's what I'm going to go with. I think experience is gonna take over that one. Nursultan Ruzibov. I think that's how you pronounce that. 36-9-2. With 2 contests against Andrei Polyov. 10-3. Russia versus Uzbekistan. I'm going to go with the Russian, just assuming he's going to grapple. I'm going to stick with grapplers and not do a 17-leg parlay with the Russian losing first round. Abdul Yakayev versus Julius Walker. Julius Walker 7-2. Abdul Rahman 9-0. I'm going to go with the Turkey native at 9-0. Got to go with the undefeated fighter this year. Then we have another kind of Farman Hazanov, who is debuting into the UFC. He doesn't have any UFC stats, no stats listed, versus Eric Nolan, 8-4 right now. So I don't know anybody on this one. Not going to make a prediction there. I just don't know this other guy. Maybe for this one, I'll just say Eric Nolan. Well, I'm going to go for the Farman Hazanov because he's a mystery, and an 8-4 record really is not a good record. It's not a good record.
Yeah.
Abbas Magomedov, 28-7 versus Michael Oleksiejczuk. Michael is 22-9 and Abbas is 28-7. This is a decent matchup. Poland versus Germany. Don't see a lot of German fighters. So let's just go with this is all a crapshoot. I'm actually going to release another breakdown video after this, by the way, guys. I'm doing something a little bit different on my next one. Since stats are missing, I got to find some stats and write it up and do it properly. But I'm going to go with Abbas Magomedov on that one. You don't see a lot of German fighters. Maybe he gets it done versus Polish power. So we'll see. Ikram Aliskerov, 17-2 versus Bruno Ferreira, 15-3. Last fight, Ikram won. Bruno is coming off of a loss. Russia versus Brazil. I'm going to go with the Russian, Ikram Aliskerov. Once again, I think wrestling beats jiu-jitsu all day. Asu Almabayev versus Charles Johnson. They both are coming off wins. Charles Johnson is definitely a dog, and he beats up-and-comers. But he's also still 19-8. You know what I mean? That's still... He's racking up, so I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the younger guy on that one. 5'4 versus 5'9. That is something to keep track of. Fuck. My official pick will come out, but I'm going to lean Asu Almabayev, but I don't. Charles Johnson's really, really, really hard to bet against, chat. Let me know in the comments what you think there. Nassim Sedyokov versus Matthias Camilo. 11-2 is Nazim. from Azerbaijan versus Matthias Camilo, who's 10-3. Brazil versus Azerbaijan. I'm going to go with the Azerbaijan Nazim Sadyakov. Sadyakov. Oh, whoa. I keep saying it not how I want to. Whoa. Now we get to the co-main event. Shara Magomedov. He is a stud versus Michael Pereira. Michael Pereira is definitely a wild fighter. He's coming off of a win. Both of them are coming off a win. Shara has only lost one fight, but he kind of slowed down his last fight. Didn't he? He recently lost. Didn't he lose to Daniel Gary? No, not Daniel Gary. I said I've done that twice now. Ian Gary.
That was the fight before.
But he did lose to Ian Gary. That's who he lost to?
I want to say yes. Yes, off the top of my head.
Or no, Michael Venom Page.
There we go.
Yep. So his loss came to Michael Venom Page. Michael Pereira is definitely really Bet Johnson. I see the chat is speaking. I'm gonna definitely do watch my prediction, my official prediction video releasing tomorrow, guys. And I'm gonna shout y'all out on that one for giving me that. I'm thinking Charles John. I don't want to go against him. It's really hard to go against a guy like that. But anyway, Michael Pereira versus Shara Magomedov. I want to say Michael Pereira because he's so exciting, but I also know what direction the UFC definitely is going to want to go here. You know what I mean? So he's minus 350 favorite. I'm going to make my official prediction on my prediction video. I'm going to early say Magomedov, but honestly, Michael Pereira is definitely not out of that fight. Now we got the main event, Rafael Fiziev versus Manuel Torres. Rafael Fiziev kind of went through a couple. He's gone a skid, isn't he?
Possibly. It might be a loss-win loss, too.
True, yeah.
But I think maybe it's good.
I wish I could click on. Oh, I can't.
Yeah. Ooh. New feature.
Piece of candy. I want to see exactly Rafael Fiziev. You know, Torres in the main event definitely doesn't sound terrible, but Fiziev will keep it close. That's the thing about Fiziev is, unless something crazy happens. I know he got knocked out his last fight. So, no, I do not want UFC 5. I want Rafael Fiziev. So he lost to, he beat Bahamondes. Lost to Gaethje. Then he got knocked out by Rufi. Okay. I think he's going to go to sleep again. I'm going to bet in the main event, I'm going to bet for Torres as well, chat. I'm going to go with you guys. Definitely going to go with Torres there. He's likely going to be hungrier. Fiziev is kind of lost against those upper echelon guys, which kind of puts you out of the running. So definitely an intriguing matchup, but I'm going to go with Manuel Torres. I'm going to break it down and more on my next video.
Now, is that 11 ranking for Rafael, the current one, or is that the new modified Meadow ranking that they did?
Wait, where's the rank? Do you see rankings?
I thought I saw an 11 next to his name.
Where?
I think when you clicked on it.
Oh, Rafael Fiziev?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought there was something. Maybe I'm lying. But maybe that was before the new ones. Yeah, the new
For
rankings
real.
put it on.
Very curious about the new rankings. I don't get it. Like, they basically admitted that rankings had nothing to do. Well, they didn't take a lot of account. It was more popularity and like styles make fights is basically what they admitted to the ranking system. Now they're doing a ranking system that doesn't even give a shit about split decision, a submission, doesn't take any of your stats. If you're going to use AI, if you're going to use it, you know, like use the stats to say, oh, this guy's 13-5, but his losses only came to the upper echelon guys, and the people that he's beating, he's holding down for 15 minutes and imposing his will. You know, it's like use the stats, and apparently they're not going to use the stats. So that's crazy to me.
Yeah. Who needs stats when you got AI?
Yeah. Is he going to be hungry for a win? That's what I'm saying, Sean. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can't argue that.
Do you want to do your tweaks 20 before I go into BKFC?
Absolutely.
All right, so you got it done? Got her handled?
I got her done, and I got her handled.
And I
if
gotta
you all want, I could put in the QR code somewhere in the chat or
and I
post
definitely
it
gotta
up.
get a workout in.
I know you're good, and we got to pull it up. But here we go. For tomorrow's games, Tweaks 20. I almost just said Sunday again. But I guess it's a nice little 5-pick parlay there. You got 3 in baseball, 1 for old soccer since USA plays, and of course, our favorite sport, the WNBA. Favorite league.
Oh, heck yeah.
But nonetheless, we got the Royals at the Rays. I got the Rays minus 1.5. I know the Royals kind of have a couple tough players there, but the Rays as a cohesive unit have been looking a little, I'd say, better than the Royals. I think they end up covering that spread at minus 1.5. Next, we got the Mariners at the Pirates, and I'm going to go, did I do the over like a dingleberry? I definitely meant to do the under. Depending on how the Mariners pitching is, which has been pretty good. But nonetheless, the Mariners haven't scored over 3 runs in their past like almost 8, 9, 10 games, something like that. So they're kind of reverting back to their old ways in the 2000s where their bats can't figure out how to swing and hit, but good luck trying to pitch on them kind of thing. Outside of tonight, that 11-1 game was kind of ugly. There's no doubt about it. But I think nonetheless, the under, not the over, the under should be hitting on that one. Next, got the Diamondbacks at the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Diamondbacks are 1.5 run dogs, and I want to say I like the Diamondbacks at plus 1.5. I know the Cardinals have been kind of back and forth. I think they might be above 500 though, but I know the Diamondbacks have been playing pretty decently in themselves too. So
My mustache.
Our dog of the podcast.
Ah.
So yeah, give me Diamondbacks plus 1.5. Then next we got the LA Sparks at the Toronto Tempo, and I got the LA Sparks at plus 1.5 there. Unless some crazy like game-winning shot where Toronto wins, I actually think the Sparks end up just winning that one outright, which could be a great game, back and forth, and it could be, be within that point. So the plus 1.5 ends up, I think, saving the spread cover at least on that one. And then last but not least, USA against Old Turkey, and I just got the USA money line minus 114 there. USA. I can't wait for that game for tomorrow. So nonetheless, we got the Rays at minus 1.5, the Mariners Pirates under 8.5, not over. I'll have to fix that. The Diamondbacks plus 1.5, the LA Sparks plus 1.5, and USA money line, which puts you at a parlay at plus 2064. A 20 will get you 433.
Nice. That's a good one.
Can't argue that.
You feeling that one?
As soon as I fix that, yeah. But, I definitely will make sure I fix the under for that one. Although another night could happen like this and they end up hitting the over.
That's
12 runs, 11 of them from the Pirates. Every now and then when they figure out their bats, the Pirates can be a pretty decent team. Mm-hmm. I know they haven't been the past couple of years, but especially if Skeens can keep slinging it like he does and they get their bats figured out. Although that's the theme for every team that's not playing well. Just pitch some heat and hit the ball. Easier said than done. So.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna start. I think we go right into BKFC, guys. I think we got to drop us in the chat, guys. Drop us in the chat what your BKFC bets are for tomorrow night. These are not official bets. I'll come out with official picks likely tomorrow or the next day. UFC picks are coming out tomorrow. BKFC will come out the next day. So let's just card read this here. Travis Smith 0-1 versus Tony Pike 0-1. This is BKFC fight.
Someone's
night.
O has got to go.
Somebody's O has got to go. Travis Smith versus Tony Pike. Natalie Gage versus Alexandra Delgado Lopez. Alexandra Delgado Lopez was actually a pretty tough fight. I believe she's out of Canada. She is 5'1" versus Natalie Gage is 5'6". Both 2-0. Somebody's has got to go there. Tune in for my official picks. So next up, we got Anthony Mendoza versus Branko Busick. Busick 0-1. Anthony Mendoza debuting with the company. So yeah, these are not. I'm going to make picks on this main card, and then I will release an official pick video after this. Oh God, I just forgot that he was on the card. This is
That's a little reminder.
This is so good. So first up, we got Casey Moses 1-1 versus Martez McGregor at 0-0. I'm gonna go with Casey Moses. He's got 2-fight experience, and just because you have the last name McGregor does not mean you're gonna fight like McGregor. So next up, long time, just absolute little brother of King Kai Stewart, or like maybe like a son. I guess I could call him a son. It's Mr. Steve-O Morris. Fuck that guy. Looks like an ink pen exploded on his face. He's 2-3 in the sport of bare knuckle fighting championship against Brandon Meneses. 1-1. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with Brandon only because I fucking hate Steve-O. I can't stand Steve-O. But then we got Thomas Angeloff versus Jojo Shalizzy. Shalizzy is debuting, and Thomas Angeloff has 1-0 in the company. I'm going to go with Shalizzy. A name like Shalizzy, you got to be tough. Next up, we got Ronnie Hauser 1-0 versus Justin Street 3-2. Justin Street will take quite a few different people to the distance. Ronnie Hauser is going to come straight forward the entire time. Very, very, very interesting. Interesting matchup because, like I said, Justin Street will keep it close. He went the distance with Nathan Rivera, and he went the distance. He did pretty good against Brian Duran until he quit. So I'm going to lean Ronnie Hauser on that one because Justin Street has just not been able to get it done. So next up, we got Gabriel Mota, 2-3 in the sport versus Alex Davies, who's 1-3. I'm going with Gabriel Mota. I believe he's the guy that gave just an absolute crazy speech. He took the mic from Cyrus. It was so good. He just wouldn't stop talking. It was like 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes of him just talking after the fight. I'm like, bro, we get it. Next up, we got Brandon Conley, 2-1 versus Aubrey Mendonça. 1-0. I'm gonna go with Brandon Conley. I met Brandon Conley and just in person. He's such a large dude. It's so hard to pick against a large gentleman. You know what I mean? Next up, we got Arnold Boumaye Adams, 7-5, former BKFC World Champion. I shared the card with him in Salt Lake City. I believe you were there. Yeah, he actually was beating Mick Terrell's ass and then ended up getting finished. He lost to Mr. Perdomo twice. Now he's going against Steve Banks. I've never, everybody said Steve Banks was great. He's not that. He's terrible. Every time I've seen him fight, he just gets put on his face. So I'm going to go with Arnold Boumaye Adams on that one. In the main event, we got Grigoris Cisneros, 4-2 versus Cameron Van Camp, 3-2. Cameron Van Camp has come a long way. I think he went on a skid and then won 3 straight, or he had just maybe even had a title eliminator that he lost narrowly. I don't know who to pick in this one. I'm going to go Cameron Van Camp because of his 6'2" frame, and this Cisneros, I think he does bodybuilding on the side, and they just never make the best fighters, honestly. So Cameron Van Camp for the win. Watch out for the official picks, y'all. Watch out for the official pick video coming out very, very soon. It's kind of all I have for bets. Be sure to go to, guys, really quick, go to Kyrgo.com. Use code King Kai for all of your sports betting needs. If you're going to tail us, hit that code King Kai. Please, guys. Please, guys. So let's get this bread. 1+5 Studios in the chat. Let's go. What's up, SoCal Outdoors? Cameron is fire. Yep, I'm going with Cameron. But yeah, that's basically all I got. Fuck, I think I need to go work out.
Yeah.
I can feel it in my bones.
No doubt. Oh, good one. That was a good one.
Hydrated sugar.
Ooh, final X though.
Final X.
Yeah.
So wait, so is Bo Bassett wrestling, or is he just automatically on the team?
I'm not too sure because of Real Woods, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they do some kind of wrestle off after that.
It's got to be an alternate ready to go.
No. It's delayed, I think.
Oh, they will do the match. That's cool.
Yeah. Which?
Who do you have winning?
The winner.
What?
The winner.
I would dog walk fucking Bo Bassett. Come on now. I'd take it home.
Yeah. All you see is Bass. All of a sudden, Fishmaster instincts kick in. It's exactly how you take him down too.
Crazy work.
Yep.
Crazy work. We got Marshall in the chat. Later date. Woods was injured. Okay. Eddie Bush in the chat. Good for Eddie. Good for Eddie.
Oh, Uncle Edwin. Yep. Yeah. I was gonna say if there's someone that's got knowledge
Uncle
with
Edwin?
Final X coming up. Oh yeah, absolutely. Final X. Any kind of wrestling. Yes.
Eddie's that guy.
Eddie is that guy for sure.
And every time 5 loves whenever you say the winner.
It's always a classic.
Yeah,
right?
We got horse races this weekend. We get horse races this weekend. That's so good.
Here in town?
I think it's somebody we're gonna bet on it because we're doing a betting podcast and they're in the chat of our.
It could be last week. It could be the third.
But no, yes, honey, they did cancel.
I think,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Boo. What can you do though?
Yeah. See you in Fenway.
You already know. Well, we'll see what happens.
Hope you can make it.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll check the budget and see how that works.
Yo, what's up, champ? Ohio Walleye waiting for you. Jay, I'm fucking fighting. After my fight, I'll come catch some Ohio Walleye, big dog. Big pimpin', if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Well, cool, man. My last words of this podcast, honestly, I ain't got much other to say than Harry Gigliotti has no idea what he signed up for. Everybody thinks they can beat me until you're in there with me, and then you're like, ooh. They're like, holy shit, King Kai Stewart doesn't lie. I'm not a liar.
Nope.
I'm not a liar.
No
Fenway
giggles
Park
from the king.
Today. Hope everybody can make it. If you guys buy tickets without waiting for my link, I do not want tickets to sell out. I would love for you guys to screenshot your confirmation, send it to me, and then I'll still get credit for those tickets. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna try to get Corey Willis. I'm doing a campaign for it. So let's go, guys. If you guys see it, just spam it. Spam Feldman and Nate Shook. Get Corey what you talking about Willis on the card. Let's go.
Love it. Love to see it.
Oh, you wanted to actually talk about Final X?
No, I couldn't remember if it happened, but I know their
coming up.
Their match was delayed. I know for Woods and Bassett there, but I don't know how far it is delayed off the top of the head, but yeah. Can we talk about the Zane train? Just still once again proving that Penn State knows a thing or two about wrestling though. He's like, okay, I kind of want to come back, and all of a sudden, I think every one of his opponents was a national champ at least once of some sort. Like, beat him pretty decently, a couple of them too. Like, I give a quick shout out to that. Pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, I wish I kept up with wrestling.
Zane train, baby.
I've been watching a lot more wrestling clips, like really watching people kind of how the style of wrestling is right now, because it's constantly shifting, it's constantly evolving. So
just like what wrestlers do.
Exactly. So I'm like, before I take an RAF wrestling match after my 7th world title win, I should probably just kind of see what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the meta? What's working? Solid wrestling. And push-outs.
I mean, having to be able to do the splits is probably a minimum now to be a top league wrestler. Oh, yeah. Tenfold.
Fuck them.
Yeah. No honky-wonky hips here.
Kai knows a thing or two about wrestling, too. Thanks, Trenton.
Yep. And that's the thing, too. What is it? Yeah. Over half the team is from Nittany State or Nittany Lion Club. Just not too shabby of a turnout.
For real. They're still doing something right over there. Then we got Bo Nichols signed to RAF as well.
Uh-huh. It's a good little outlet, for fighters getting little side quests done and all that. And hopefully, I talked to someone over the camp too. They're like, hey, maybe this leads to RAG, Real American Greco.
I'd do some RAG, some rags.
Yeah. Why not?
So cool.
Pretty different be both there.
I think it's time for me to get to work out.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Enjoy that workout, and hopefully those bets continue to hit there for you, huh?
I know. Kai's Lay of the Day. Be sure to follow at
working on the cardio, working on the lays.
Kirigo.com using code King Kai chat. Kirigo.com use code King Kai. King Kai. Muhammad Lawal can probably help you out, champ. Hell yeah. Muhammad, that's King Mo.
King Mo. There you go.
Anyway, lead us out.
I think that sounds like a plan. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, everything at Pour Puff Predict. And until next time, I'm Tweek.
I'm Kai.
I pour it.
I puff it. We predict it.
Have a good night, everyone.
That was a good episode.